So this is officially my first English video. I decided to do it just because my dad and my sister were like, oh my gosh, you have to do one, you have to do one. So basically this is my everyday look. This is the look that I go to whenever I am bored or I don't want to be very dramatic with my makeup. It's very simple. I think beginners who just don't even know how to do their makeup can do it. All you need is honestly the right brushes. I usually do, or I stick to my Spanish videos. When I edit, it's so hard for me and it takes me forever because my thoughts are in English. So by the time I speak in Spanish, the order is all wrong. I have to go over it again and say things over and over again until I get it right. And it's very time consuming. I'm just gonna see how this whole thing works. I hope you guys give it a lot of love because I will be very sad if you guys don't. Subscribe to my channel, please, and give it a thumbs up if you like this video. So without further ado, here I go. I'm going to start off by moisturizing my face. So I'm going to use this one from Sephora. This is from the Sephora collection. It's just a little free sample that they gave me when I went and bought a bunch of stuff. And then for primer, I'm going to use this one from Dr.Brant. Now, this isn't like my favorite, but it does change the appearance of my pores when I put my foundation on. So I like it. For foundation, I'm going to grab Fenty Beauty in the shade 300, and I'm going to grab a Real Techniques brush just to buff everything out. Now, this isn't my favorite foundation. I wish it was a tad bit dewier, but it is the one that matches my skin tone the best, so I have been reaching for it more than I have other foundations. Now, on this side, I don't really have a lot of dark pigment around the eye, so I do bring the foundation up all the way under my waterline. On the other side, however, I'm going to go in with the Radiant Creamy Concealer from NARS in the color Biscuit, and I'm going to grab the E22 by Morphe just to buff everything out. And then on top, I will go over with foundation. I just won't bring it up as high under the waterline just because I have the concealer there already. Now for contour, bronzer, and blush, I'm going to grab this matte bronzer from NYX in the shade Deep Tan, and I'm going to use a contour brush from Real Techniques to apply it. Now, the technique that I usually use for those who don't know where to apply your contour line, I just grab the highest point of my ear and I trace it down to the corner of my mouth, and that's the imaginary line that I create to know exactly where to apply the contour. I sort of messed up on this step because I was supposed to conceal first and then do the bronzer. But anyways, for bronzer, I'm going to use this Pro Concealer from LA Girl in the color Pure Beige. And I'm going to buff everything out with my Real Techniques sponge. To set everything in place, I'm going to use this Coty Air Spun Loose Face Powder. Now, I've been recently using this, and honestly, I'm not a fan of the fragrance. It's just way too strong. I feel like things with strong scents to them usually have a lot of chemicals, so I just feel like it's either going to break out my face or just going to clog up my pores or do something crazy to my face. I will say, though, that the scent does go away after a while, but still, the first impression is just kind of like, damn, that's just strong, you know? I do, however, feel like it's a dupe for the Laura Mercier one just because the finish is really nice. And I'm just going to add this to my major sebum key points where my sebum just explodes. And I'm just going to clean up that contour line. Now going back into warming the face, especially that crooked ass hairline, I'm going to use the same bronzer. And honestly, this bronzer is universal. You can use this as a blush, bronzer, contour, even eyeshadow. So I'm just going to make sure I warm up my face in my key points, especially under my chin, because you know that double chin gotta go, girl. It gots to go. And then for eyeshadow, I'm going to use the same bronzer, and I'm going to use my M433 from Morphe, and I'm just going to add that to my crease line. And I'm going to wing out the shadow a little bit with my brush just to elongate my eye a little. Then for my Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette, I'm going to grab the color Truffled, and I'm just going to add that on the very outside corner of my eye with the same brush. I'm going to just apply it and concentrate on that area, and I'm just going to buff it out until I can see like the two colors kind of meshing into one. And if you feel it's not blending enough, then you can just grab a clean buffing brush and just blend it out. This is just a random one that I got from Sonia Kashuk. Now I'm just going to grab the E36 from Morphe and add the same bronzer underneath the waterline. For my waterline, I'm going to use a Wander pencil from NYX in the color medium, and that's just going to open up my eyes a little bit, make them look a little bit brighter. Now I'm just going to curl my eyelashes. For mascara, I'm going to use the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. This has been one of my favorites for the moment. It's a really good product. Now for brows, you guys, oh my gosh, this product is a life changer for me. This is a brow pomade in the shade dark brown, and I add this with the M4432 from Morphe. It's just a regular flat brush. I like my brows to look super natural. Now I have kind of bushy eyebrows, and I don't like the super cakey, super precise, kind of stenciled in Instagram model brow. I'm really like, kudos for those who like it. I'm not. I'm an enemy of it. And this is more like of a dry gel, so it gives you the precisiveness that you need, but giving you that natural look like if it were a powder. Now to contour the nose, I'm going to use the Hoola bronzer. Now I'm not going to go back in with a NYX bronzer just because it's a little bit too orange, and I found that this Hoola bronzer is just the right amount of gray and brown for my skin tone. Then with just a big face buffing brush, I'm just going to buff all the excess powder off. And then for my lips, I'm going to use two lip liners. The first one I'm going to use is the Jordana in Hot Cocoa, and I'm going to use that one to outline my lips, and then the MAC in color Cork just to fill in the rest of my lips. For highlight, I'm going to use this BECCA highlighter in the color Opal. Now I know a lot of more of a deep tone skin girls don't really like it, but it's not so much of a popping highlight because if you do put a lot, it looks white. This is more of a subtle highlight, so this is what I like to do for all my natural days. And finally, for eyelashes, I realized that I had messed up at this moment just because I can't remember the model for them. I know they're either Face Secrets or Ardell. Basically, they're short on the ends, and in the middle, they're just longer and more voluminous. And this is the final result. As you guys saw, it's super, super simple. Excuse my nails. They look like cha-cha nails, and my hair kind of looks like caca. And my hair looks like caca because I'm not a hairstylist, and I honestly, when I don't know what to do with my hair, I just throw it up in a fucking bun and just do this and just, you know, take the little hairs out in the back just to make it look like I know what I'm doing, but I don't. So anyways, I hope you guys liked my first English video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe if you haven't. You guys have a blessed day, and I will see you next time. Bye. And it takes forever to fucking record. This is like my third try, okay? Ah! Cleo! Oh my gosh, Cleo. I know you want my attention, but chill, girl, chill. Where the hell is... Ugh.